Cable advertising is dead, guys, and we killed it. And I'll explain. Listen, first of all, advertising is the lifeblood of any business. I don't care what business you have. You have to advertise. If you're not advertising, you're not making any money. Period. You're not going to either, right? So what do people typically do? They go on Facebook and they talk about it. Or they'll spend some money on Facebook talking about it. Or they'll spend some money on YouTube talking about it. They'll try to run Google ads and get killed by the big boys talking about it. But the bottom line is this, guys. Nothing, to this day, has a bigger impact on your business like television advertising. But all television advertising is not created equal. What do I mean? You can go on cable and advertise. Spend thousands of dollars per ad, depending on what time of day or night you want to advertise. That's why you see so much late night advertising where, you know, guys advertising this business for $1,000 a spot in the 7 o'clock in the evening, or he's advertising for $500 a spot at 2 in the morning. He goes at 2 in the morning and rolls the dice. There's somebody at 2 in the morning is up watching television. Secondly, not only are they up watching television, they're up watching television and may accidentally want something they're selling. That's a hand grenade approach to sales. Can't make no money like that. Can't do it. But what if? Imagine you have a pool service. Let's say you install pools, right? You install swimming pools. Now, do you think you're going to sell a new swimming pool every day? No, probably not. But because how much a pool costs, if you do once a month, you're making a good living, right? However, it's a very particular niche, very specialized niche. So whoever is looking at your advertisement needs to, at the very least, need a pool, right? They may not need you to build it, but at the very least, they need a swimming pool. That's a shotgun. That's a hand grenade approach to sales and marketing. But what if? Imagine my neighbor next door, Sam. Let's say he wants to put a pool in his backyard. And let's say I come from the school of thought, what's the best pool in the world? Your neighbor's pool. All right, so let's say Sam's going to build a pool. All right. Now, he and I are both watching Monday Night Football. Of course, the exact same time. He lives right next door. And let's say he wants to build a pool. And he and I are watching Monday Night Football at the exact same time on the exact same channel on the exact same streaming service, YouTube TV. Okay? A lot of people use YouTube TV because it provides them with local stations as well as cable network stations as well to stream. Because everything's streaming. But let's say we're both watching a game, commercial comes up. Now typically in commercial situations, you got 3 national ads and 2 local ads, right? National, 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 local, local. Say the first local commercial we both see, and it's for a dental service, right? Invisalign dental office. Second ad I see save big money at Menards hardware store, but Sam sees the pool guy. Sam sees the pool construction company. Sam's freaking out. I was just looking for pool services and how to get a pool built on Google and YouTube 2 days ago. Why did Sam see the pool ad and I didn't? Because our advertising is a laser approach. So while I'm watching the Menards commercial, selling bug spray, whatever, right? Sam's looking at exactly what he wants. So that commercial comes up, he's like, whoa, let me pause it. Because now, unlike when I was a kid, when I was the remote, and there was no rewinding and pausing, he can pause it, rewind exactly to that commercial. When he sees that QR code in that number, he can write it both down. He can write the number down, he can write down the website, and he can click on that QR code right then and there. Connect it to that company immediately in real time. Right? What does that do for Sam? Gives him an option right in his face while he's watching football. He clicks on the QR code, and at that point, he is directly connected through his television to that pool service. All right? Directly connected to exactly what he's looking to buy. Do you think that pool service is getting a greater benefit from that connection? Absolutely. Do you think that pool company is 10xing their results? Absolutely. Now the next question is, how much is pool service paying for a spot that reaches out into the living room of people looking for exactly what he sells? How much is he paying? We know cable costs, that same ad at 7 o'clock during the game would have cost him $4,000 or $5,000 for one spot. And he would never know who saw it, how long they watched it, or anything. How much do you think that would be worth to the pool guy? How much is that worth? I don't know. I can't read into his mind. But what I do know is it's worth more than paying $5,000 for an ad on cable. That I do know. And I also know that in our company, at the end of the week, day, month, the pool guy gets a analytics from his back office that shows when people watched it, how long they watched it, where they were when they watched it, because it's based on IP address as well, how long they watched it, did they click on the QR code, did they go to the website, did they call the number? So you might say, well, how do you know all of that? Okay, it's simple. If you run an ad with us, we're going to create the audio, because we do radio as well. Somebody's on a podcast, listen to a podcast, driving in their car, and they get an ad for something that they can, the website and the number and all that, they say it out loud, they can stop or whatever they need to do. But the television ad, we create the TV ad for them. We create the QR code. Sometimes we'll even create the link that they go to. So we know that if they, and sometimes we'll even create the phone number. So if we created the phone number and we created the link and we created the QR code, that means that anybody coming through either of those three or all of those three, we know they came from us. So then you get to know, well, how well did that ad do? And not only how well did it do, did those sales come through them or somewhere else? How much is that worth to you? I'll wait. It's immeasurable. It's literally immeasurable. You can't measure how much that's worth. to a business, especially when you're selling a high-ticket product, especially when you're selling a high-ticket product or service. Every advertisement counts, right? Click on the link. I should have had you 5 minutes ago. I'm just talking. If you have a business, product, or service, and you want to advertise for that business, product, or service, and you want to have the biggest impact you could possibly have on your business, product, or service, you need to be advertising on connected TV. Now, where are you going to get that from? With that, I'm out. Talk to you soon. And as always, imparting.